Welcome to JD's Prep. All right, so this is a few questions about pocket mice. So pocket mice are small rodents. They feed mainly at night and are preyed upon by owls, hawks, and snakes. Feed at night. So scientists studied pocket mice living on dark volcanic rock in both New Mexico and Arizona. And so this is the data that they have. Okay, so we have New Mexico and Arizona here. In these years that they're given, we have light fur numbers and dark fur numbers for both New Mexico and Arizona. And the important thing to note from this table is that the numbers in New Mexico for light fur and dark fur are pretty equivalent. There's approximately equal number of each, whereas in Arizona, there are very few light fur pocket mice and many with dark fur. All right, so we've been asked to state one possible hypothesis that would explain the differences in the observed data between the two locations. So the main difference that we're seeing is that in Arizona, it appears to matter that pocket mice have dark fur. The pocket mice with dark fur seem to be more able to survive. In New Mexico, obviously it doesn't really matter because we have an equal distribution of the different colors. So the hypothesis has to do something with that. So it's possible that in New Mexico, the environment is such that the fur color doesn't matter. Maybe there's just less predators, so it doesn't really matter if the pocket mice are camouflaged as well. Whereas in Arizona, the dark fur pocket mice obviously are better adapted to survive. And that could just be because of the environment. They are better, more easily able to camouflage themselves and hide from predators. There's a lot of different kind of variants that you could do for your hypothesis, but it needs to note this difference between the light fur, dark fur distribution, because that is what they're looking for. All right, so on to this next question. Dark fur color in pocket mice is the result of a mutation. Okay, so scientists know that the sequence of bases in the gene that plays the role in fur color is identical in both New Mexico and Arizona mouse populations. So these two different populations have identical gene sequences for dark fur color. How is this possible? So the most likely explanation is probably just a common ancestor. But there are some other things that maybe could be possible. So it could be that the same mutation occurred in both populations separately, or that one population of mice migrated to the other area. Maybe the mice interbreed, and so we see kind of genetic crossover there. Those are all explanations for that question that could work. And lastly, we're supposed to explain what is meant by the statement, well, mutations are random, natural selection is not. So many mutations just occur by chance. So they're unpredictable. However, natural selection is not. So natural selection is the interaction between those mutations and the adaptations that they might represent and the environment. And so natural selection happens because of those traits, and it will decide whether those traits are then passed on to the next generation. Okay, thank you for using JD's Prep.